Good morning. It's like 4:53 in the morning. Anyway, I just wanted to make another little video this morning. I don't know, I'm bored. I ain't got much else to do. Basically, I'm trying to see how I could put this. Hell, I've probably said this same thing on other videos. I don't really remember. I try to tell y'all stuff, and I use a lot of these videos and stuff as my own personal, you know, reference, and that way I could go back through on later on and see what I've said, what I hadn't said, what I've documented, what I hadn't documented, yada yada yada. Ultimately, I'm just gonna document it all. Okay. Now you gotta understand that I don't know what the wording is for it. Okay. But when you have a reason for doing something, but you also have four or five other bullshit reasons that you put out there for the general public, and yada 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 yada. It's kind of like, basically, let me explain what I'm getting at. um okay, my situation. I always use my situation because it's the best example I have and the best way to explain what I'm trying to say. Okay, my situation, with the naked eye, it appears as if the police have wanted me to be a fucking snitch and work for them. I won't. I refuse to. Never will. They can eat shit and die for all I care. I could die for all I care. Hell, I'm about dead anyway. Well, what's it matter to me? I don't care. Um. Okay, that's true. That's actually what's going on. When you won't be a fucking snitch, then they'll torture you until they change your mind, right? Okay, but there's a bigger picture there. What it actually boils down to, I'm a Bible believer. So when you look at it from a biblical perspective, and this is also very true, the police aren't Christians. The police are Satanists, full blown Satanists. They are devil worshippers. When we stand before the Lord, and everything is said and done, there's not a cop, there's not an informant, there's not a judge, a lawyer, or anyone affiliated with the police whatsoever that will be in heaven. No, they just won't be there. Every one of them will be in hell. Every one of them. And then that's a promise. Because, what a lot of people don't understand and what a lot of people don't see is, in order to be a cop, in order to do these things, you have to sell your soul to the devil. See, these things are not. This is stuff that don't get talked about. Oh no, he's just a good guy. Oh no, he went to a police training academy. Bullshit. That's what they make available for the public to see. You see what I'm saying? But in reality, that isn't the truth. See, this whole world is designed. What am I trying to say? Fuck, man. This is the Bible said there's nothing new under the sun. Okay, so the things that are going on right now in this world, it's, if you pull out your King James Bible and read it, man, it's all right there. It's all right there in red and black, red and black. So I mean, basically, I got off track here. There's things that go on, and they're called they're called different things to kind of throw you off from the actual truth of what the fuck's going on, and it's like that for a reason. I mean, how crazy would we fucking look running around saying, "Hey, I just filled out an application down at the sheriff's office. The application where you got to sell your soul to the devil." And that would look fucking stupid, right? That'd be dumb as fuck. Hell, most people wouldn't even fucking do it. You know what I mean? Or I just man, I just put in that application down at the fire department. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be a firefighter. I've already made another video on that. What we perceive as firefighters isn't actually what firefighters are. These fucking Satanists, Bo. And I'm gonna get into that also. Um, but anyway, it all goes back to semantics and stuff like that. Semantics. Basically, what we perceive or what we understand to be one thing is something totally different to them. Now, like I said, these guys love playing dress up. But I mean, they set things up to where whether you're police, whether you're cop, whether you're firefighter, whether you're doing whatever it is you're doing, it still appears to somebody like me that nothing's changed. But in reality, it has. And anyway, I'm getting off track again. Um, Completely got off fucking track. Damn, what the fuck was I saying? What? Damn it, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, what one thing means, you know, to the general public, isn't actually what it is. They name stuff different things and they describe stuff and they make things appear as if something that it's not because these things are not. You know what I mean? You got these things that are not, which is the actual truth, and then you got these things that is shared with the general public that is a crock of shit. You know what I mean? There's still some truth to it. You know what I mean? But there's a greater purpose than a firefighter, for instance. To the general public, to me, you know what I mean? He's a firefighter. Something catches on fire, he goes out there. Somebody has a wreck, they show up. But that's what is seen to the general public. What these guys actually do is chase people around, and one of their main jobs is people like me who won't sell their soul to the devil. See, the idea is, if Satan could get everybody in this world to sell their soul to him, then the idea is, see, he knows even the devil, even the demons know who Jesus is and fears him. But the idea is, if Satan can get everybody in this world to sell their soul to the devil, there will be nothing left for Christ to come back to. And they believe that if they can accomplish this, that Christ won't return, and then this whole world will be theirs. They can do whatever they want to do, yada 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 yada. They don't have to go to hell, yada 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 yada. But what Satan also knows is Jesus will return for just one of his kids. One. He'll kill everybody in this world. He will destroy this whole world. He will level this world for one of his kids. For one of his kids. You know how many people's in this world? I'm probably way off. There's probably way more. But I'm going to say 600 billion people. Could be less, probably more. But anyway, there's a lot of people in this world. Okay, so I said 600 billion. So let's say there's 599.9 whatever billion people, and then there's you. That one little guy standing there, and you believe in Jesus Christ, and you won't sell your soul. The Lord will wipe out this world just for you. That's how serious he is about his kids. Now, Satan's idea is if he won't sell his soul to the devil, if he won't sell his soul to me, then we're going to kill him. If we could kill him and get him out of here, the Lord won't return. Okay? Either that or get him to sell his soul. You know what I mean? Sell his soul, and we good. Ain't nothing to worry about. He's just like us then. But look, Bo. Don't be stupid. Oh, I got off track. So, the firefighters, one of their jobs is to harass, stalk, and ultimately try and kill people who won't sell their soul to the devil. You know that. Oh, another thing. This is where all that Illuminati and all that stupid shit comes into play. Okay, what the general public, views or publicizes or whatever as one thing, it has a whole nother meaning to the Illuminati. They have a whole nother job as far as Illuminati goes. I'm taking shots at firefighters right now, just because it's the best example I got. Okay, so the what it appears as if a firefighter does to the general public and the naked eye or whatever, they fight fires. You get in a wreck, they show up, house catches on fire, these motherfuckers show up, yada yada yada. But what their job is on the Illuminati side is different. These stupid motherfuckers on the Illuminati side, like I said, people just like me, they fucking harass us. They're in charge of a lot of the shit we view on our phones, a lot of the shit we view on our television, a lot of these fire systems and stuff. Okay, if you go and watch my videos, I told you that they're literally trying to make us go crazy and completely fucking torture us until we sell our soul to the devil. Like literally, this is literally what they're doing on the Illuminati side of things. I keep saying the Illuminati because that is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard. But that's literally what it is. New World Order, Illuminati, New Age movement, New Age Reformation. It's the Illuminati, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyway, there's actually people who go out and set up these the firefighters go out and set up these fire alarms and stuff like that in these motel rooms and stuff. All right, I've done another video how I demonstrated they was trying to figure out at what level I was hearing. They actually had the bitch that I'm going through a divorce with. She had this app downloaded on her phone, and when it would say either Yanny or Laurel, and some people could hear Yanny and some people could hear Laurel, but you adjust it, and you're adjusting the level that it speaks the word or whatever the fuck it was saying. And at certain levels, you would hear Yanny, and at certain levels, you would hear Laurel. But what she was trying to do is figure out exactly what level I was hearing so they could start making me hear this fucking ear-piercing, low-frequency fucking beep fucking noise. And shortly after that, I did start hearing that beep fucking ringing noise in my ear. But they're using... a lot of it they can use their fucking phone, and actually you can get on Google Play and you can pull up fucking frequency. They got apps that actually make the sound, and they got apps that actually detect the sound. Either or, just go to Google Play or fucking Apple, whatever you got, and type in frequency finders, it'll pull up both the apps that actually make the fucking annoying ass sound and the apps that actually detect the annoying ass sound. Okay. But a lot of the fire alarms and stuff in these motel rooms are equipped to make that ear piercing fucking sound. Like if normal people that they're not fucking with or trying to drive crazy can't even hear this shit because they tune that shit in to the level that you're hearing at. And in my case, they know what level I'm hearing at because, like I said, my wife had that little fucking Yanny Laurel thing on her phone, and my ass didn't even realize what she was doing at the time. I just thought it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, I hear Laurel or I hear Yanny. I didn't realize what she was fucking doing. It didn't even hit me till later on, and I'm like, that stupid bitch. Anyway, but a lot of these fire alarms and stuff, systems and stuff in these fucking motel rooms, they're not actually, I mean, yeah, they are actually fire alarms, but they have a greater purpose. And one of the things that they do is make that fucking ear piercing ass sound. The idea is to drive your ass mad, to make you fucking go crazy, son. But that's part of the firefighter's job on the Illuminati side, okay? Is to kill and make people, anybody who's going to stand for Christ. Okay, the Bible says when Christ returns, he's going to have an army with him. Well, I guess, hell, they could be right. They really could be right. I can't really say, because, the way I perceive that is, Christ is going to be coming in the clouds. When he returns, he's going to be coming in the clouds with his army. To me, that's a spiritual thing. But I think to them, they believe everything is going to be done in the flesh. Like he's going to slowly, you know what I mean? Children are going to be born and they're going to be born of Christ. And slowly, Christ's army is going to build up. I don't know exactly what they believe as far as that goes. But their idea is anyone who's going to stand for Christ and fight for Christ, we'll drive them crazy. We'll run them out of here. We'll kill them. We'll make sure that Christ don't have an army. And that's literally what they're doing. You don't have to believe it, but I promise you, when you get deep into that Illuminati occult world bullshit, that's literally what they're doing. And that's literally what they believe. Anybody who stands for Christ, anybody who won't sell their soul to Satan, they are going to try to drive crazy. They're going to do everything they can to drive them crazy. But how do you beat this? Okay? Education. Study. Figure this shit out. It's all technology. Everything is done via a computer or a phone or a electronic. There's no such thing as magic. There none of them fucking Satanists can do anything fucking magical. The girl I'm going through a divorce with, her mother is a so-called witch. Okay, this dumb bitch tried so hard to make me think that she was a witch. I was drunk one night, and I went. I was somewhere. I don't know exactly what the reason was. I can't remember exactly why we was fucking there. But this bitch had a stereo in her fucking living room, Bo, and it had a motion sensor in the front of it, and she had that shit set up to where she could stick her fingers in front of it and snap her fingers, and the fucking radio would come on, and she could stick her fingers in front of it, snap her fingers, and the fucker would go off. And this dumb bitch said, Tyler, watch you. I told you I was a witch. Watch. Motherfucker snapped her fingers and the radio come on. And I just looked at her and smiled. I said, well, cut it back off then. She snapped her fingers and it went back off. I said, oh. I said, yeah, that's a fucking motion sensor. That dumb bitch was hell bent on making me believe she was magic. But anyway, there's no such thing as magic. That's a crock of shit. There's no such thing. These fucking witches, bruh. I'm 29 years old. If that bitch was a witch, she would have been put a curse on me. She can't. It can't be done. There's no such thing as that stupid shit. However, there is a such thing as, angels and demons and stuff, yada yada yada. But that's the spiritual realm. We're in the flesh. There ain't a individual in this world in the flesh who could do anything magic or supernatural. Can't happen. Impossible. Anyway, I think I got off track again. Basically, I said all that to say, once you wake up to the reality of what's actually going on, as far as the Illuminati and all this stupid ass bullshit, you'll and if you listen to what I'm telling you and you start doing your homework and actually watching and paying attention, it gets so much easier. You know, understand semantics, understand when you don't when they think that you don't know about these things, they use a lot of narcissistic what am I trying to say? When they speak to you and when you speak to them, they use a lot of narcissistic tactics to try to make you think that you're crazy and try to make you think that you're wrong. And they're trained to do this. This is what they're trained to do. The idea is if you tell a motherfucker they're crazy long enough, eventually they'll believe it. Don't ever believe that. That is just it's a narcissistic fucking satanic practice. That's all it is, bro. Don't fall for that dumb shit, dude. But anyway, I got off track. The whole thing is all this is satanic. You know what I mean? They're Satanists, full blown Satanists is what they are. You know, and you could call it what you could take a red cow and call him a black mule. You could call him a green chicken. You could call him a fucking Peterbilt truck pulling a flatbed. But at the end of the day, he's still a red cow. It is what it is. It don't make a damn what you call him. You know what I mean? It's still just a red cow. So what I'm saying is, you could take a occult satanic practice and you can call it anything in the world. You can make it look as pretty as you want to, but at the end of the day, it's still a occult satanic practice. You could take that occult satanic practice and call it church, and you're worshiping Jesus. But at the end of the day, it's still an occult satanic practice, no matter what you call it. Okay? And they've mastered the art of disguising and camouflage and stuff. All of these fake motherfuckers live in disguise anyway. Once you sell your soul to the devil, you get you a new fucking ID. You can change your name. You can do whatever fuck you want to do. I mean, it's the federal government's in charge of most of the shit. You know what I mean? So it's like these motherfuckers live in disguise. They live in disguise. Once you sell your soul to the devil, yeah, you can do whatever you want to. But you're fake as fuck. And you don't have a soul. And you don't have no moral compass. The girl I'm going through a divorce with, like I told you, them motherfuckers sold their soul a long time ago. This bitch didn't see nothing wrong with fucking her brother half of her fucking life, her blood brother. And then the guilt that she did feel about it, she tried to tell me that he raped her. Motherfucker didn't rape her. I finally got it out of her. I said, motherfucker raped you. You wouldn't have nothing to do with him. I was like, you have something to do with this motherfucker to this day. Y'all motherfucker be hugging and she, this is my brother. When I first met her, I was like, if this motherfucker raped you, why you hugging up on this nigga talking about he's your brother and all this? Get the fuck out of here, man. That motherfucker ain't raped you. If y'all was doing anything, y'all was fucking. Finally, the bitch broke down and said, yeah, but I didn't know it was wrong at the time. The fuck? But maybe she didn't know it was wrong because they don't have no moral conscience. Once you sell your soul to the devil, you don't feel nothing in here no more. You cold as ice. You don't feel nothing. So there could be some type of, point to her saying she didn't know. Because you don't have no feelings to know what's right and what's fucking wrong. See how that works? Anyway, guys, I'll make another video later. It's super fucking early, and I literally just woke up with this shit on my mind. So if something don't make sense, I'll correct it later. Anyway, y'all have a good one.